Hey, hey, hey. Dios les bendiga. God bless you all. Here I am actually editing another vlog. I didn't have an intro for this vlog, so I just realized. But I was planning on cleaning, and I did get some cleaning done. My whole house was fine. But I did do a meal first, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and post that video for you guys on a chicken. It's a chicken chipotle with white rice. We usually add a piece of cheese like queso fresco, queso panela, or queso de mesa, I think they call it here where we are at in Jalisco. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the recipe. And the clean with me, I'm probably gonna add it after because it's too much for one vlog. I don't think you guys wanna, watch it all together. But yeah, here's another day. Thank you for being here, and hope you enjoy this recipe. Before we go on to the chicken recipe, let me tell you, this is perfect. It always comes out perfect each and every time. It doesn't matter which chipotles I have used. Sometimes it's more spicy than others, but every time it comes out delicious if you make it this way. To us, it's always been yummy, 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 yummy. So good luck if you try it. Here goes the recipe. So I'm already cooking the chicken. So here it is. Yummy. If you guys smell that, estarían El pollo en México es el mejor, delicioso. Solo le agregué some onion. I added some bay leaves, laurel. Le puse nor suiza, and I think I said an onion, and a couple of garlic cloves. And this is how I make it. I've seen it different, but this is how I make it. This is how we like it. So I cook the chicken with that, also salt. And then for the crema, like the chili, I add this carnation. I add one of these, a can, and then I add chipotle. These are the whole chilies, not like the ones that are already blended. It's the whole chilies in almíbar, adobados, whatever it says. I got two because they're the small ones. They're these small cans. If they're the bigger cans, like as big as this one, basically, you add just one. It depends how spicy you want it. Also, if you want it not so spicy, you add just one. And that'll be it. That's all you add for the blending. For this one, I usually get, like I said, the other can, but I have this one because I had used it for something else. So I'm basically just gonna fill out this can, and you can add a little more, depends how spicy you want it. But I'm gonna add this one, and then I'm gonna add one can of these, just so that it's not so that I don't leave the chipotle. So I can get more out, but it's not much anyways. There you go. And that should be enough carnation. So there's all the ingredients here, so that I can blend them. Here my chicken, mi pollo should be cooked now. So let me go ahead and check it. Okay, yeah. So I take, oh, it's actually very, very cooked. Came apart. I'm gonna put it right here. Okay. Okay, so you see this? Oh, ooh, yummy. So it is cooked. Kind of breaks apart by itself. Taste it real quick. It's perfect. I'm gonna take most of it out, put it in here, Gonna shred it, lo voy a deshebrar. Like I said, I've seen a lot of videos where different forms of doing this same meal, but this is how me and my husband have always liked it. I cooked it different. I used to chop it up in squares and then kind of just fry it, but this has actually been our favorite. I'm actually not going to use all of this because I'm going to leave some in the broth for my girls because the broth comes out delicious. It's yummy. So yeah, this is the chicken. I'm just going to shred it. Here I have some olive oil, and I melted a little bit of butter, and this is ready. I'm gonna actually pour in my shredded chicken. This is how shredded it is. It's not too shredded. There's some bigger pieces just because I'm gonna be mixing it in here, and they're gonna kind of shred a little bit more and mix, and then flavors. The chicken flavor and some more shredded than others is fine. You see this one. So this one, you're basically going to kind of just mix it with the butter, a little bit of olive oil, and you taste your chicken for salt. If it's okay on salt, you can add just a little bit. If it's too much, you have a chance to leave it. If you need a little bit of salt, add some because your sauce was blended without salt, remember? So here we need to put the salt, so this is where it's going to get the flavor. I'm going to add salt and pepper. Okay, so I'm going to add some salt here, and you can be tasting it on the way. If you're afraid of putting too much salt, add some, and then once you put your sauce, you'll be able to see if you really need some or not. So then I'm also going to put a little bit of pepper. That's good. And you're gonna saute it just for a little bit, kind of not, just for it to get that flavor, that extra difference in from boiling it to giving it this little saute with some butter and some olive oil. I'm actually gonna put it down here a little bit because I'm about to put the sauce in it. That is enough. That's good. Doesn't have to, it kind of, like some of the pieces of the chicken will look like this. I don't know if you guys can see that. It will look like that, so it'll look just a little bit sauteed. Oh, yeah. One hand type of problems. Okay, so I'm gonna add the sauce. I already have it blended. So here's my sauce blended. I'm going to go ahead and add that. Put it all. And I don't know if you guys can catch the color, but it kind of looks like mole. Now, if you don't know what mole is, let me tell you, it's delicious, especially if you make it from scratch. So this is it. Sometimes it's not. Right now it's kind of like brown looking. I feel like, I don't know if you guys can catch that color. It looks good on the screen, I think. But on my end, it looks a little bit brown. Usually it's more orange, a prettier color I would say. Depends what kind of colors you like. But it's because it depends on the chipotles you get. This is the first time I get this chipotle because they're the ones I found. But let's taste it. It's yummy. It just doesn't have the same spice as the other ones I usually get. But whatever chipotle floats your boat, that chipotle is gonna be yummy. Another thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna add some of my chicken broth here to my blender cup, just so that I can get all that chipotle chile out, and without losing the flavor of the chicken. It's actually yummy. I've done it with water and I've done it with chicken broth, where I cook the chicken. And this way it's way yummier because you don't get any other flavor but the ones already there. So there you go. Cleaned out my blender cup, and that's it. Now we're just gonna let it soak in all the flavors here for a second, a couple of minutes, and it should be done. I always pair it with some rice, and I usually try to make some homemade tortillas because, oh my gosh, that is delicious. See how it got really shredded? That's why we don't shred it too much in the beginning. It depends how soft you leave your chicken, but this is good. Yummy. Okay, so this is dry enough because if you have to warm it up, it'll actually, like, lo va a consumir más el caldito, but this is enough just so that you can kind of dip your rice or your tortilla in it. And that would be it. That only took about 5 minutes, and I have it on low heat. So that's it. Your chicken is done. This is gonna be my goodbye for this vlog. Thank you for being here. If you like, give me a like, comment, subscribe, girlies, and everybody. This recipe was actually before Christmas, but I'm adding late. I'm sorry. Anyways, for Christmas we went to my hometown, Guanajuato, but I vlogged just a little bit because when we got there it was kind of like we were all over the place because my grandma from my dad's side they live close by, but she lives different, kind of in like her own rancho. And then my mom's family, my grandparents, my mom's parents, they're sadly not here with us anymore. They passed away a couple of years ago, but we did go there as well, and we went there and then back and then there. So I didn't vlog it all. I vlogged a little bit when we got to my grandma's house. Well, I didn't even get her house, but I'll be putting that for our next vlog. We didn't do much for Christmas. It's our first Christmas here in Mexico, so we kind of just went with the flow of whatever happened. We didn't plan anything. And yeah, bye guys. God bless you. Dios les bendiga.